short temperature and contribute 2 goals as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot to ask. I mean, playing with 5 guys for a good chunk of the game, but they handled it well, and then to chip in with a couple goals is a huge boost for us. So that's what you need this time of year, and those guys stepped up big time, I think.
As banged up as they are, do you feel like you can take the pressure off them by spending more time on the other end? That seemed like you were more successful with that way. So.
Yeah, I think that goes a long way. I think especially when you're short a D like that, I think that can help you out a lot. So, yeah, we did a better job of that in general last night, but that probably took some pressure off of them as far as having to play in the D zone too much.
So what does that do for you guys when you see guys like goalie and duo scoring goals like that? Like how happy are you for those guys?
Yeah, it's a big boost. I think you're happy to see those guys score a goal, and then on the other side, you want to make sure that those goals go a long way. I mean, it's not too often that both of those guys score in the same game, so you want to make sure that you find a way to get the win. But they've been doing a great job on the defensive side, and it's great to see them chip in offensively.
So a lot of these guys come in here and credit you for keeping people kind of even, not getting too high or too low. Do you have to be vocal in the locker room with these guys, or is it just your leadership on the ice?
I think everybody's pretty vocal. I think a good chunk of us have played together for a while and been through different situations, so I think everyone relies on each other, but there's a certain level of confidence that in different situations, the group will respond. So I think we have that confidence in one another, and we find ways to make sure that we bounce back.
Was there something personally you tried to do differently last night?
No, I think you just make sure that you go out there and compete. I thought as a group we probably didn't have that same level of desperation in Game 3, so I think we wanted to make sure we established that right from the start last night.
So the biggest key is just carrying that level of desperation over and being up.
Yeah, we need to find a way to maintain that sense of urgency, that desperation. We're deeper into the series now, so that's got to be there, and I think that seeing the way we played, hopefully that's something we can build off of.
So the power of the difficulty of each series so far, I think Coach keeps asking to dig deep. How much more can you dig deep? How hard is it to kind of go find that place where you develop the killer instinct and know what it's like to have to put the team out of the series?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've got to take it one game at a time, especially the circumstances. Even last night when you lose a defenseman, it doesn't get any easier. I think we just make sure we stay in the moment and make sure that we find a way, and we did that last night. So I think just bringing that same mentality to the next game, not thinking too far ahead, that'll probably serve us best.
How do you guys as leaders pass that down to either guys that are rookies going through this the first time, or guys that haven't had that playoff run like a Haynes or Strike, guys that are stepping into those roles with injuries?
Yeah, well, I think in our case that's a pretty good scenario because those guys have a lot of experience. So maybe they haven't been in this specific situation, but they've been in a lot of different ones. So I think that helps in handling it. And I think for younger guys, hopefully we've got a group that collectively is showing that on a nightly basis, but especially game to game, when you see that desperation level rise, I think they feel that and they understand.
What did you see from your PK that made it so effective last night?
Probably different things. I mean, we did a good job on clears. That was important. Some face-off wins that were able to get relief pressure pretty quickly, and then even up the ice we were pretty good at being aggressive and forcing some mistakes. So sometimes you're able to get those mistakes. Sometimes you don't, but I think we were pretty aggressive that way, so that probably helped.
What's the talk among the power play guys now that you're converting some of these chances?
I don't know. I think that we go out there with the same intentions, and at the very least, you want to make sure that you keep momentum. But I think that we're getting more pucks than that. We're executing a little bit better, so that's big. You want to make sure that you're capitalizing when you get the opportunities out there.
Were you surprised by how much time you had on your goal last night and got the puck across? And it seemed like you didn't initially get it, but then still had time to finish.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those plays feel like forever, but in that case, we just had a little 2-on-1 there down low, and yeah, I think you're just more focused on the puck than how much time you have. So I didn't really realize how much time I was going to have there, and it worked out.
When you have guys like Gensel and Sherry who are struggling to score goals after being so good at it during the regular season, what kind of advice do you give them in the playoffs, or how much do you maybe try to put the puck on their stick and give them one? I know there's no easy goals to come by this time of year, but how much more do you try to help them through that?
Yeah, I think you just have to stay with it. I mean, it's not easy to score goals this time of year for anybody, and you know, they do so much, you know, other than just score goals, you know, with the way they forecheck and create things. So I think just stay with it is the biggest thing, and you know, you don't know when you're going to get that chance. When you do, you just got to, you know, make sure they do the same things you typically would, and you know, keep competing to get to those tough areas.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks.